All right, everybody. I hope you brought your popcorn today because I'm going to put some haters on blast up in front of you. I'm going to let you hear what they're speaking. I'm going to let you understand this as a teachable moment for you so that I can give back more to you because so many people, let me tell you, they don't want you knowing what I will release to you and have been for quite some time. So I'm going to give you a very deep dive into some haters that sometimes will not want you knowing that you don't have to pay thousands for a Facebook ad course, and they will throw you off course because they don't want you knowing this. So I'm going to dive into this as a teachable moment for you. I hope you take the time to watch this to the end. I'm going to give a very blunt response here that you're going to want to know. Give me your opinion, but I want you to make your own mind up about this because this matters to me. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go line by line by what was said. And this is so important for you to have some transparency about what took place because so many people will try to debate in the shadows and then things will start to smell very quickly. And this is something that took place over the course of a couple days. And I'm in a position where my job is to empower you. I'm in the light. I'm in front of you daily. And I've got powerful people that know me. I've got friends in the business. I know lead vendors. I'm very well connected. And I want to always be about giving you more and helping you not cost yourself, okay, everything in this career because you were mainly marketed to. So this is a teachable moment for you because you can't debate someone that hides in the shadows. And this you will find starts to smell quickly because even mushrooms grow in the dark and you know what they grow in. All right. So let's get after it. We're going to go through what the haters have spoken. I'm going to speak to you line by line, leaving everything up to you to make your mind up for yourself. But my job is to give back to you some of my great friends in the business. Okay. Even Justin over at SLS, great man. Him and I did a collab on a couple videos, and I'll put this video down here in the bottom as well that shows you how to make your own Facebook leads. We gave this, okay, gave you access through Justin at SLS, all to you, the audience, right down here. They don't want you knowing that there's modules here that you can have a turnkey system because this takes away from the monetizers. It takes away from what they're doing, but we're going to go into the haters comments. We're heading into it. Thanks for joining me. Here we go. All right. So teachable moment. Things that grow in the darkness are normally grown in, well, you know what. So I did a video on October 25th, 2022. It was a video that I did that talked about before you generate high intent Facebook leads. It says the little thumbnail says Facebook restrictions, prepare now. It's a video where I went through the coming Facebook restrictions for election day, everything that was happening during the election week coming up. And I read what was released from Meta and Facebook line by line. Watch the video. You'll see I just read it verbatim. I showed you a copy of it and the haters started coming out of the woodwork. They hate it when you have knowledge. Knowledge is power. So let's put it out in front of you. The first comment here says, here we go. I'm going to read it line by line. Hater number one. Honestly, you don't know what you're talking about. I think you are confused. All that means is if you're running ads and have this special category checked under ad sets, then you will not be able to select it for that week if you are running a fresh ad. That's exactly what I said in the video. If they actually had watched the video, they wouldn't even be saying this, but that's okay. Then the hater says, but most will already have been running the ads, so it won't affect them. That's also what I read in the video. If they had really watched the video that says before you generate high intent Facebook leads, it was right there. Okay. But we're going to continue reading. Plus, I can just run ads without the special category checked. So it's not even a big deal. I guess good angle on your video, though, or whatever point you are trying to prove. But it's simply not even the truth. You have to understand Facebook ads to know what that means for that first week of November. That's exactly what the video was about. So haters are starting to come out. Okay, starting to come out of the brown stuff in the ground. It's starting to come up. They do not like that. Okay, Justin and myself did a collab that we're giving you everything. Justin's a great man. Go subscribe to his channel. I'll put that link down here at the bottom. But we're reputable agencies, reputable people putting this out in front of you on the daily. Myself and Justin's doing great content on his channel as well. We're trying to give back to you. And this person is staying in the dark. Remember, when people are speaking in the darkness, they don't want you to see what really is happening. So we're going to get into some extraordinary claims. We're going to address that. I'm very blunt here at the end, so hang on and give me your 2 cents, but I'm going to let you know what I said. So here you go. The comment back from me is this is 1 week for sure, and agents need to know about it. If you're established, as the video said, you'll be okay. Even the big players are experiencing a big slowdown based on the elections gumming up the news feed. That's what's going on. I've got crazy good relationships. I've done this industry a long time, just like my partners have. I know lead vendors. We speak all the time. We buy lots of leads. We get the 411 on what's happening. But here's the comment from the hater. Your video is still wrong. That's not what it even means, bro. We are getting quality leads, $3 to $6 all day. Anyone else having issues aren't doing it right. Trust me. So my response is like, wow, $3 to $6. Hey, sign me up for that if it's the truth, right? And this is where I'm going to give you the transparency on the hater. I say, hey, if you're getting leads at $3 a piece, that's great. I would love to connect with you. Feel free to reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. Come on out of the dark. Let's do this. Let's have a conversation about how these things are so great. $3 to $6 a lead. If they're really this good, let's go, right? Well, here's the next comment. Okay. Let's talk about it. It says, this hater here says, for sure, someone set me up a few months back. Believe it or not, a few months back. Write this down. I'm going to let you figure this out on your own. You make your own judgment call. You're going to hear my gavel come down in a second. Give me your 2 cents on that. Okay. It ain't going to be pretty at the end here, but I'm going to put it up to you. You, the viewers, decide. So this person here that's staying in the darkness, this particular person is not coming out into the light, because this is something that happened days and days ago, and they are not about anything as far as picking up the phone, even though I'd be all about it. It says, for sure, someone set me up a few months back. I have my own system now, a few months back. I generate my own leads and I don't buy from vendors. I just seen all your videos and seems like you are against it. LOL. I paid, please write this down, $2,500 to have my own system from a guy that has tons of great reviews on Facebook now. Instead of buying $25 to $30 Facebook leads, I pay wholesale, which is around $3 to $6. I get around 45 pre-booked appointments per week without even having to call. And even if 50% no show me, I still have 15 to 20 people still waiting for my call. How does that not make sense? That's not even including the ones that I call that do not pre-schedule. Averaging, please write this down, $8,000 a week. Things that stay in the dark start growing, and they grow in you know what, audience. This is a teachable moment. Things in the shadows, mystery system, some extraordinary claims, okay? And people can write $8,000, of course, but this is an industry where 90% fail out. Keep this in mind. To have consistency of $8,000 a week, that's great. Sounds like this particular agent, whoever they are in the shadows, right? My job is to empower you, bring things to the light, and they hate it, which is why these haters are coming out of the woodwork here against this information. Like myself, I'm trying to get out to you through partnerships with powerful people, Justin over at SLS and many, many others doing the good work. But this person is saying they're writing $8,000 a week. This person is saying they've only done it a couple months ago. They bought this from some mystery company. Notice how there's no names of anything. It's just some great thing on Facebook, great reviews. Who knows who this is, right? They're not saying any names. Kind of interesting. So I respond, and we're going to go into this in a second. I scrolled through all your Facebook videos, and it seems like you are just misinformed, man, but I don't think you know what you are talking about when it comes to doing your own lead gen on Facebook. You need someone to coach you up. Well, I appreciate that, but let me get to my comment here. I go, love that it is working for you. I have many Facebook lead gen pros that have master's degrees in marketing that have done this successfully for many years. They are crazy talented, and I am not that guy, by the way. I'm very well connected in this space and even have some very well-known people that sell the same courses you're describing for thousands as well. I'm not against it for the right person. That being said, there absolutely is no reason to pay thousands for a system that you can have for free. I'm doing my best to protect the agent force. That's my heart for you, the audience. I have free content on my channel so that agents can gain access to information that monetizers charge big money for. I give agents access to it for free through the power of partnerships. Good people giving back to you through my partnerships that I have on my channel, through Justin at SLS. Look at it down here, everything you need to know, everything that they want you in the dark about. And that's why they're so dark about, oh, this mystery person that set me up that just is amazing on Facebook. It's just crazy inexpensive. I mean, anyone that's done Facebook leads, if you got a lead for $3, normally it's like one ply toilet paper. It's horrible buyer intent, but if they can make 8 grand, great. But remember the $8,000, because over the course of 2 days, more comments happen, which I'm going to make you privy to, and it's going to put a very different smell across this telespace as I'm sharing these haters' comments with you. So I speak next and I say, man, it makes sense as you're only a few months into your lead generation journey. Hang on, because you're in the honeymoon phase. Things will happen that you won't see coming. And this is so important to know about. I put a video up here at the end that says fact or fiction about Facebook leads. You got to find out. Don't mess around without knowing this. I've got so many men and women that bought expensive Facebook lead generation courses and got just left in the dust. They don't want you knowing this. They hate the fact that I'm putting it out in the space of YouTube and telling the world about it. They hate it, which is why the haters are coming out of the woodwork. They don't want you knowing this. This is a teachable moment for you to understand, is this person being straight with me, or does something smell off? When a person stays in the shadows, some mystery program, okay, these claims that you're going to see that are very extraordinary, when most fail, this is the problem of the internet. Anybody can put bubble gum on a wall, and let me tell you, that's how it is. So I'm trying to give back to you here, but let's take a peek. I say right here, it makes sense. You're only a few months into your lead generation journey. Hang on. Things are going to happen that you won't see coming. You'll see that from the content of Fact or Fiction about Facebook leads. A great man that's very gifted. We go into a very good interview, giving you everything you need to know about that little ball of wax. So now the hater says, you are a master manipulator. LOL. You definitely have that mastered. I see it in your videos. In the way that you respond does not change the fact you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to lead gen. You go around the facts with non-facts and try to make it sound pretty on your end. Not my first rodeo, buddy. LOL. You would rather agents buy old aged leads to start? Unbelievable. Well, don't really know where this hater came up with that, but let's talk about my response before I dive into this with you. He says, you definitely don't know. I say back, you definitely don't know me well if that's what you think. I wish you the best, and I'm always here to help. I think it's better for many agents to buy lots of new, fresh leads than to experience an expensive lesson that is learned later by most. Facebook leads are just a small leg on the stool. Ask any successful insurance agency owner, and they will tell you that Facebook leads are like fast food. It's not the everything to this business, but a lot of people don't want you knowing this. Now, Facebook leads are not bad, but there are better for sure in this industry. So this is a teachable moment before I go into 2 days later, where it really grows into something where you realize it was growing in a vacuum, and that very vacuum starts getting real stinky here, just like your Facebook leads start to stink after about a day or two. 2 days later, same hater. Let's head into it. Teachable moment. Be careful of people that hide in the shadows. So we're going to talk next. This is my video that says paid Facebook ad courses, watch out. This video was published October 27th, 2022. Just a couple days later. It's a picture of my ugly face, self-admittedly. The little tag is yellow and it says paid Facebook ad courses. I will put that video above here so that you can look in the comment threads and notice I did not edit a thing, okay, on either one of these videos. The one that was published on October 25th and the one I'm now going to speak to verbatim on the 27th. This is the teachable moment where you need to translate the numbers and goes, is this truth or is this not? Are they taking me for a ride? Because these places want to take your money. They will take your money to make you a course, a system to generate leads, and it'll leave you in some ways high and dry when things happen later that's out of your control. And I'm going to have some very good people on my channel this week to discuss this. But let's talk about what took place on this video. And you can go look in the comments, October 27th, 2022. And it talks about generate final expense Facebook ads for telesales. I show you the ad copies and I show you where to find them. And then at the end, I give you a link to all the modules with my friend Justin, where he will show you how to do everything. Power of partnerships, good people that are in the light, trying to lead you to greatness. Okay. Good partners helps. So let's take a look now at the comments here. So a person on my channel, great subscriber. Thank you, by the way. This person says, exactly. That was my experience with these calendar lead systems. I was paying to have my ads run for me. And for every single lead I got, they were thinking this was free or Social Security pays for it. Isn't that the pain of most people that do this kind of stuff? It happens. The calendar part was cool, but they ended up no showing like crazy, which is what the video was kind of speaking and alluding to. Trying to create a catchy ad and body that act as if it was some free state benefit. This is why when you get to the payment part of the presentation, they object so hard because they think it's free. And if you close them or get into the objections, you kind of walk into a chargeback nightmare. And overall, this great person says, I still believe that a Facebook system like this could work, but the intent needs to be way higher, thus a higher cost per lead. So I respond, absolutely, my friend. Calendar appointments are like scheduling a no-show. Low intent leads are so exhausting. And by the way, this isn't the hater. This is one of my great subscribers that I'm communicating with. But I want to give you the context here so you can understand what's going to come with my response, which is going to be very blunt at the end. So let me know. You may not like it, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. I'm trying to protect you, the audience, trying to give back to you, believe it or not. But I'm going to let you know everything the hater says, let you hear it yourself. You decide as a teachable moment what you translate this to be. And then I say, you know, Facebook leads do work, but no need to pay a monetizer a premium when you can learn it all for free. And having control of the ad copy is key. And that's what I was showing you, the YouTube audience, in this video on how to create and find the right ad copy. I gave you this. They hate it. And this is why the haters are coming out of the woodwork on this channel. Well, here comes the hater. So my great subscriber says, hey, this happened to me. I bought this stuff. Everything blew up. Wasn't getting anything but no shows. So this mystery man, this mystery person with this miracle system comes on the channel again. And this is what they say. I'm going to reach out to you. I know a guy that can help you. I know a guy. Haven't we all heard this before? I know a guy. Why is this person in the shadows? Why can't they say their name? Why can't they say this great course that has great reputation? Supposedly, why isn't this name getting broadcast if it's the truth, right? So you got to go, what's this mystery system? We're going to get into it. So this person here says, once again, I'm going to reach out. I know a guy that can help you. Jason does not know anything, LOL. He is just trying to leverage content on his channel because he can't actually give value on anything real. That's why the channel has been up 3 years and only has 1,000 subscribers. So let's talk about this. That's all right. I love you haters as well. And that's okay. You can say whatever you want about me. My greatest passion is to put everything back for you, the agent force, and be passionate about giving back to you in any way I can. But I'm going to say what I spoke, and I'm going to go down this, and you may not like what I say in the response coming up, but this is where it starts smelling sideways real quick. Okay. So you remember from the 2 days before video, made $8,000 in a month average. Okay. Did this just a few months ago, and paid $2,500. Well, let's talk about this. I say, thank you, John. I'm always here to help. You paid thousands for your Facebook program and are only in your first 2 months of using it. That is called the honeymoon phase. Please don't take this the wrong way, but things will happen that you don't see coming, unfortunately. A big lead vendor with years of experience will be on my channel next week, and he will speak to the same. I hope you enjoy his wisdom as well. I'm trying to help this gentleman that's trying to talk in the dark, talk in the shadows, doesn't want you to see who this mystery company is. Well, here you go. This agent, again, this person, okay, says, I paid $2,000 and made $130,000 so far, and it has been months. Trust me, thought it was one person. Interesting. Trust me, we know what we are doing. And if anything ever happens to an ad account, we have backups. We are also Facebook verified, so as bulletproof as it gets. Nobody buys leads from the lead jerk anyways, LOL. Might as well be lead junk. The key is to generate your own 100%. Wow, haven't we heard that before from professional Facebook ad course creators? That's what their battle cry is this, like, stick it to the man. You need $2 leads, pay me thousands of dollars. Well, in 2 days, this went from a $2,500 course and now it's now $2,000. I'm like, the math is not lining up here. For those of you, the audience, this is not lining up at all. So this is a teachable moment to go, is this translating? So very interesting. This person is now saying they made $130,000 in just months. Well, if you do the math, take $130,000 of monies that this mystery person, right? This is extraordinary claims from anyone in the industry, where it's some mystery company, some mystery program, some mystery person somewhere in an industry where 90% of the agent force fails. And now this hater is hating on a reputable lead company. And we know his name, Matt at the Lead Jerk. And I've personally bought his leads. It's a reputable place and leads are amazing from any good provider, but he's reputable. He's got the Journea tokens. You will know that you're buying the right lead. He indemnifies you, the agent, with his leads, scrubs them, and doesn't stay in the dark. He tells you what he does and how he operates. He's transparent versus this hater staying in the dark. Very interesting. So in darkness, things grow. This is what's growing here. The story changed big time. I paid $2,000 and made $130,000 so far, and it's been months. Very, very interesting. Says they've got backups where Facebook verified, as bulletproof as it gets, but he's talking junk about a good lead vendor. There's just no reason for this. If it's so great, that's fine. You know, you don't have to try to beat up other good companies that are actually reputable, where you know their name, just like myself here at Jason Final Expense, a reputable agency, or Justin over at SLS, a reputable agency, or so many other of my powerful partners in this industry that have a real reputation. But this particular hater is hiding in the shadows, speaking in the darkness, and saying that they paid $2,000 and made $130,000. Interesting. I'm glad it is working for you so far, is my response. And then I say, paying $2,000 for a program that can be attained for free is a huge price to pay, but I'm glad it's working out for you. Problems won't normally surface in the first 2 months, which is where you're at currently. I've personally used Lead Jerk and they work well, and I have a ton of positive feedback from other agents as well that use them. So first off, no lead is going to be perfect. No lead will be perfect, but placing yourself in the shadows and not even coming forth is telling. And this is where it's like, you paid $2,000 for this mystery program that is amazing, and some person on Facebook who you leave nameless. Okay. Now everything's smelling different. Take $130,000 for those of you, the YouTube family, and divide it by $8,000. You take that over the course, it's going to take you 4+ months to make that happen. Things are not lining up. This now is moving into a place of a massive problem here for me when you are trying to lead my YouTube audience into a place where it doesn't put you into a good position. So this is my very blunt response. You may like it, you may hate it, but this is my blunt response. So I say, and I did do a typo. You can see it. I didn't edit any of my comments on either threads here, on either video, the one I did on the 27th or on the 25th. I say, this some interesting math you have. So yes, I flubbed over my own tongue here by typing. I go, this some interesting math you have. So make fun of me. That's okay. You said you paid $2,500 for your course a few months back. And I put this in quotes, just 2 days ago on my other video. And now you're saying it was only $2,000. Your story is smelling like bad Facebook final expense leads. Any of you working Facebook final expense leads, you know, a couple days later, they don't work the same. So the story's starting to really smell. the money is not lining up, which leads me to believe that what's being said is a lie. This is a teachable moment. Just 2 days ago, you also said you average $8,000 a week. And now you're saying you made $130,000 from this question mark, question mark, question mark, from this new miracle self-booking calendar Facebook lead course you bought from a well-known guy on Facebook, taking in thousands per agent for this. What's our takeaway here? It's extraordinary claims in an industry where 90% fail out for what? Some mystery make your own Facebook creation course. And this hater is trying to reach out to my audience with things that aren't the truth here. Now we're going to get into my response continued here. Well, I say for you to attain this, it simply didn't happen in a couple months, as you stated. It would actually have taken you roughly 4 months to accomplish this. If I do 100% comp on average, since we all know GI comp is part of this mix and equation, anyone can compute this if you use a calculator or even a pen and paper. It just didn't happen as you stated. So the problem is you are either, and this is where I jump into it, YouTube audience, this is where I jump into it very bluntly, but any of you, the viewers, know if you're writing final expense over the phone, doing telesales, you're going to have a mix of guaranteed issue business that does not pay the higher comp. You're going to have some higher comp stuff. So it blends out. And if you take $8,000, you divide it into $130,000 that this mystery person in the shadows says that he did. Extraordinary claims, won't come out with the name of anything, but extraordinary claims, right? The problem here is the internet in some ways, right? So here we go. My answer. So the problem is you are either, so I'm calling it out. Don't say it like it is. Got to protect the work family and also you, the YouTube audience. I appreciate you. And I just want to give back. And I say, number one, lying to the audience for the purpose of deceiving or influencing them to buy or purchase your $2,500 magic lead course, which is what this video is preventing, since it is giving it away for free through the power of partnership. I've got a video down here that delivers everything to you. It gives you the diagram, gives you everything that they charge you for. We give it to you. All right. We give it to you. Watch the video down here. Okay. My good friend. Okay. Justin at SLS. It's right here. Watch the video. You'll see him and I both on here, and it'll take you right to where you need to go to get that video. And they don't want you knowing this information. This is a teaching moment. Okay. This is where it starts smelling sideways. It's like, you said you paid, okay, so much. Now that's the story's changing. You said you made $8,000 a week in AP. Now that's a problem, because it's just a simple math problem where I say the problem is either you're lying to the audience. That's what took place here. So number one, you're lying to the audience for the purpose of deceiving and influencing them to buy or purchase your $2,500 magic program. These abound like fleas on a dog. Not saying they're bad, but you can do better, and you don't need to be paying for it if you don't have to. Okay. Number two, you just are really, I'd say you're just really bad at math and you're lying accidentally. So I gave a little grace there. I said, number two, you're just really bad at math and lying accidentally, because it would take a long time. Number three, or just maybe you work for a Facebook final expense ad course generation company, or have a deep affiliate agreement to take huge money from agents for an overpriced system that can be had for free, like every Facebook group pitching the new magic lead course for thousands. And this is what I say, trolling my audience with false information will not be allowed to continue from you. I'm not a fan of this. When you want to do that, that's not okay. Okay. If it's true, great. But when you're hiding in the corners and hiding in the dark, the shadows, things that grow in the dark smell like what. Okay. And this is where it says, where I say trolling my audience, it's not going to be allowed. These numbers are lying numbers. They don't align. Nothing matches. Remember, wheel back 2 days ago on those comments. He said that, wow, I paid $2,500, right? And then I make $8,000. And that's an extraordinary claim. That could happen though. But $130,000 in a period of just a couple months, when most can't find consistency in this industry, it's just not smelling right. This is the problem. People wanting to take you for a ride here. And this happens. Not everybody makes it in the industry for sure. Now, here you go, where it says, I say, as for Lead Jerk, I have used them personally. They work well, as have many other top producers around the nation that use them. Your agenda is very clear. Feel free to reach out on my website. Trolling my audience will not be allowed to continue from you from this point forward. That's what I spoke. That is what I spoke. Let me know what you think about in that comments for sure. But this is important for you. Make up your own mind. Make up your own mind about what I said. You may not have liked it. That's okay. But I wanted you to have transparency about this because this is something that's so important to me to give back to you. And that's okay. You're going to have haters. Haters are everywhere, but you need to hear it straight. Need to hear it straight. Look at what I said. Look at what was spoken, and then look at the numbers. Notice that the numbers are not right. And this is something that's so important. Everybody can make extraordinary claims in an industry where most fail. But when it smells like it ain't right, you know what? It probably isn't. So if I can give any free resources to you, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. All we want to do is give back to you. Hope these resources help. You can watch up here and we'll give it to you. And also down here will be how to create and generate your own Final Expense Facebook leads. Justin will give you everything to the kingdom. You'll see the video, him and I together. Hope this helps you. Thank you for helping great people. Be careful, my friends. A lot of people want to take from you. I'm going to do my best to guard you and give back to you in any way that I can. I'm not going to be one that everybody's going to like, but let me tell you, I'm going to leave it all on the table and let you decide. Thanks for joining with me today. Hope you have a great one. We'll see you soon, my friends, but never, okay, overpay for some creation course when you can save the cash. Do it on your own. Be deliberate. So guard your wallets. Ladies, shut your purses. Let's get into a place of power and profitability by working hard. This business is simple, but it's not easy. And sometimes in an industry like this, you can get shined on by some of these little things in the comment section. And I brought it in the thread and I want you to see it. So let me know what your opinions are. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging with me. Hope you had some good popcorn on the way through, but I put up the comments from the haters. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon.